Hi everyone, today is July 23rd, 2019, 23 degrees Celsius, that is 73 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll be doing a walk from Long Island City to Elmhurst today, going through many various neighborhoods in Queens. Right now I'm on 47th Avenue between 30th Place and 31st Street, across the street from the Factory Long Island City building. This used to be an industrial building, but it's been converted into a multi-purpose business with a lot of good food eateries inside, including Vanessa's Dumplings. There's a pizza restaurant inside, a bakery. Very cool. Here's 31st Street. I'm 1 block away from Queens Boulevard, which is to the north of here. That's a big FedEx truck. At the 31st Street block with 47th Avenue, we have the Fauci building. It's also the headquarters of Uber in Queens. I believe also Lyft as well. Frequently you can see people handing out flyers here, encouraging people to sign up to become an Uber driver or a car service driver. But they have many different food options in there as well. I do believe the New York City Tribunal's office is in here as well. If you ever need to contest something with the city government, there's an office here to do that. This side is LaGuardia Community College. It's a 2-year college. Over here across the street is the Queensboro Correctional Facility, or for layman's terms, it's a jail. I don't know how many inmates are inside, but it's a high security building. You can see that all the windows are gated off from the outside. Oh, I did forget to mention the time. It's around 4:45 p.m. right now. This is the busy Van Dam Street. It's a busy north and south thoroughfare for vehicles to get to and from Manhattan from the Long Island Expressway and to Brooklyn. This is the Van Dam Diner. Don't know how long it's been here, but it's a popular place for the locals to hang out and have something to eat. Diners usually offer a wide menu of things to eat and drink. The terrain does get a little bit hilly over here. There is a threat of rainstorms as well, so I do have my umbrella ready if that happens. Here's NYPD 108th Precinct. Those rain clouds look a little bit gray up there. Don't really know what's the story of this warning petroleum pipeline like pole. This is a much quieter street when compared to Queens Boulevard, only 1 block north of here. But I will walk on 47th Avenue until I get to 46th Street, where I'll show you the heart of Sunnyside, at least the Sunnyside commercial district. But I'm still in Long Island City until 39th Street, so only 6 blocks remaining. This portion of Long Island City is mostly industrial when compared to the main downtown area of Court Square and Queensboro Plaza, as well as the waterfront. Who knows if this neighborhood will be changing over the next few years. A lot of these factories and industrial places, you don't even know the names of them. Some of them, they have the like the signs inside and you don't know what it is. Like I can make out that building, it says Ever Ready Hardware. But then there's also something on the top that says Hub LIC. Don't really know what that's supposed to be. I do feel a couple of raindrops. It looks like this is a medical equipment building for the fire department of New York City. Yep, the weather is definitely drizzling a little bit now. There isn't a need to use my umbrella yet, but I may have to soon. A good thing about wearing glasses like I am right now is that whenever I notice my vision changing, that means the GoPro lens, the camera lens, is also getting blurry. So I kind of use that as a reference as when to wipe the camera lens or not. You see, this building across the street is no company name at all on the exterior. It just says 3500 47th Avenue Shipping and Receiving, but for what? Maybe it's a vacant building, I don't know. One thing I do know though is that that building on the corner that says available Griner malts is up for rent or purchase. Some very interesting street art. Looks like it may have been overwritten with a little bit of graffiti though. I think I will use my umbrella now, but hopefully the lens doesn't get too wet. A dumpster for flowers? Wow, that's a lot of flowers being thrown out there. 1-800-Flowers, there you go. And I was wondering what kind of business would throw away so many flowers. Cipriana Cafe and Pizzeria for breakfast, lunch, and dinners across the street. I did read that 1-800-Flowers is more of a sourcing company rather than selling the flowers directly. What they do is they'll partner with the local florist, and when you place your order with the website, they'll go contact the local florist who then arrange the delivery for you. So in that way, they're like the middleman. So I'm almost at the border of Sunnyside. This is the Queens Vocational and Technical High School across the street. Looks like this is going to turn into an unintentional rain walk. I know some of you like my rain walk videos. It was actually supposed to rain for most of the day today, but the rain forecast was actually pushed over until about 6 o'clock p.m. It is raining a little bit earlier than what they forecasted. Nice row of single and two-family houses across the street. They might even be just two-family. Yeah, it's probably two-family because the lower section has a door and the second section has one as well. CubeSmart, I assume, is a storage company, third-party storage solutions. Since space is such a premium in New York City, when you run out of space in your living area, then people can contract these third-party storage solutions like CubeSmart to store all their belongings for a fee. So I just crossed over into Sunnyside, Queens, everyone. There's a corner bodega on 39th Street. Bodega is Spanish for grocery store, so that's what it is. But in New York City, they're also commonly interchanged with deli. Deli, grocery store, convenience store. There's kind of like a big debate on what's a deli, what's a bodega, what's a grocery store, and what's a convenience store. I even don't really know what the fine details, what the differences are, but wow, is there a grocery store on both sides of the street? Yeah, there is. One funny reply that I read is, you know, that's New York City bodega when you find a cat inside. And the bodega owners commonly use the cats to root out the vermin, like the mice and the rats. But then again, when there's a rat the size of your cat, what good is the cat going to do in New York? At least that's the running joke. There's rats the size of cats in New York. Here's a bare bones real estate office. Doesn't seem to be in business right now. Looks like they're closed. There's 40th Street. There's a subway station on the 7 train on 40th Street and Queens Boulevard. I did forget to mention there's also another one on 33rd Street which I passed a long time ago. It's actually a very light rain. It's not too bad right now. Hello. This section of Sunnyside is very quiet. You have a lot of apartment buildings and nice single-family homes. Going back to Vermin, Vermin is an issue with these apartment buildings because people live in such close quarters that they can easily travel between apartments and floors. So it's best when you're the property owner or building manager to not treat each individual unit, but to treat the whole building as a whole, because pests can spread easily. When one apartment is sprayed or treated for, all the vermin's going to just go to the different apartment, and then it spreads. Wonder why there's like 4 cars double parked in a row on that street. There is like a fire hydrant that these cars can park at rather than just double parking in a row like that. Kind of strange. Unless they're all part of the same group or family. A nice playground across the street for the Sunnyside neighborhood. The Queens Library for Sunnyside is on 43rd Street and Greenpoint Avenue, which is only 1 block south of here. You can see it. Senso Unico is an Italian restaurant. Very, very delicious. Hello. So this street, Greenpoint Avenue, runs at approximately a 45-degree angle, starting from the neighborhood of Greenpoint, Brooklyn, and then crossing over the Newtown Creek into Queens, where it travels through Long Island City and Sunnyside, ending at Roosevelt Avenue. Once Greenpoint Avenue reaches Queens Boulevard, which is only about, I'd say, 3 blocks north on Greenpoint Avenue, that's when it turns into Roosevelt Avenue and ends. So this is the commercial center of Sunnyside, Queens. You have a lot of different businesses here, restaurants, grocery stores, supermarkets. I like this area actually. A lot of activity here. It's very lively, and it's actually a very underrated part of Queens that not too many people explore. You have Lenny's Pizzeria across the street, which is a neighborhood staple. Been here for many years. Convenience store. You also have some interesting institutions like this, like the Assembly Hall for Jehovah's Witnesses. right here. Just look at those people doing wheelies. I think it's safe to take my umbrella out. Yeah, it's not raining too much now. All right, that car is turning, so I think it's safe to cross right now. We also have some gems like this, the Avenue Coffee House. There's a lot of good Hispanic restaurants here as well. This one across the street has some Himalayan food too, biryani, Indian food, some grilled food. This store is for rent. Nice little small florist shop. This is probably where 1-800-Flowers gets a lot of their flowers from. Jewelry store, Peruvian cuisine. This place is so good. I've eaten here before. The Rico Peruvian cuisine place. This is 46th Street. As I said, this is the part of the Sunnyside commercial district. You have a Key Food supermarket across the street, dumpling house over here, houseware and convenience supplies, Paris Baguette, which is a bakery, another grocery store. I'll just walk in the middle of the street so you see the Sunnyside entrance. I like it. It's very interesting and very nice design. The ⁴ Mediterranean Grill has very, very delicious food here. Very affordable as well. Kebabs, appetizers, seafood, sandwiches, dessert. So now I've approached Queens Boulevard and the 46th Street 7 train station, but I will be making a right here. I do like to walk around these metal surfaces when I can, but back there I really had no choice because the sidewalk doors just extended out like that. I may need to open my umbrella again. This rain kind of seems off and on. I don't think it's too bad right now. Some more restaurants and nice cuisines down there. Mexican restaurant, Chihuahua. Cigar store, which honestly looks like it's closed. Doesn't seem to have any inventory inside. The Avalon florist. Absolutely empty. There's nothing inside for sale. Maybe that water bottle you can buy it if you ask them for it. And now I'm going to walk on Roosevelt Avenue. Here's the intersection of Greenpoint Avenue with Queens Boulevard. Once I cross over to the other side, I'll be on Roosevelt Avenue. I did do many walks on Roosevelt Avenue. It's such a symbolic street for the neighborhoods of Queens, just because it runs through so many different neighborhoods. It's like the International Avenue, including one where I walked through the entire length from Greenpoint Avenue all the way to Flushing. You can really see the change in the neighborhood just walking Roosevelt Avenue. Here's the Duane Reade on Roosevelt Avenue and Queens Boulevard. Across the street is Pet Boys for auto parts. In New York City, we price our gasoline in gallons. Right now, it is $2.89 and 9/10 of a cent for a regular, $3.09 and 9/10 of a cent for extra gas. This is per gallon, by the way. I know many countries around the world, they price their gasoline in liters. When they do that, it actually seems like it's more of a value because the numbers are smaller. But there's more liters in 1 gallon. I forget exactly the exchange rate from gallons to liters, but you can check it out. This shopping center has a really big parking lot. I'm sure if the property owners wanted to, they could actually develop part of this parking lot and earn some more income from it. Maybe that's not possible. That's why they haven't done it yet, but I do notice a lot of Korean businesses here. There's a Korean church to the right over there, and I saw a bank, the ⁴ Bank, which is Korean. This is a nice square, the John Vincent Square, John Vincent Daniels Jr. Square. Many commuters are exiting the subway station. It's hard to talk over the subway sometimes when it's so loud like this. Here we have a Hispanic deli, and next to it, a Japanese deli, and a cafe for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just shows you the variety of different businesses here. So this is 52nd Street. I'll be crossing over into the neighborhood of Woodside right now. Just look how close the elevated subway is next to these buildings here. You can literally just touch the subway from that fire escape. It's that close. Give the camera lens a quick wipe because I don't want any watermarks to appear on the video. Yeah, it is raining a lot more now. I think I will have to use my umbrella again. This rain just stops and starts all the time. There's a lot of Hispanic and Latino businesses underneath the elevated subway in this portion of Woodside. Just a few more blocks north, I'll actually be entering Little Manila, which is the capital of the Philippines. There's a lot of great Filipino restaurants there, including the fast food chain Jollibee. I won't actually be going to Little Manila though, because I want to show you Woodside Avenue and take Woodside Avenue to Elmhurst. It's more of a quiet street since I've walked Roosevelt Avenue a bunch of times already. Looks like that's a music pub across the street. Kind of cool. 24-hour laundromat. I think in New York you could probably find any kind of business that's open 24 hours. There's even supermarkets that are open 24 hours, laundromats, restaurants, and bars. Well, I think bars actually are legally supposed to close at 2 o'clock in the morning. But you will find many other replacements, if not the bar. So the elevation is taking a sharp descent right now. And now the rain just completely stopped again. lot of planes here are actually flying really low to the ground. All those planes are landing at LaGuardia Airport. Looks like another Korean church, the Newgate Baptist Church. G Mart is to my left, which is a Chinese supermarket. I recognize the Chinese characters, which is kind of odd because I don't really see too much of a Chinese population here other than this supermarket. But it doesn't really matter for business too much. People always need to buy groceries, right? Doesn't matter what country or race you're from, you're always going to need to buy your basic staples. Donovan's Pub across the street is a very, very good Irish restaurant and pub. Love it there. This corner was the site of an unfortunate collision between an MTA New York City bus and that restaurant. It destroyed the whole corner, so it's under renovations. Used to be a McDonald's way back when, but no longer. Here's Woodside Avenue. I'm going to cross over the street because it's more convenient to walk over that way. There goes an airplane for you. I might have been able to catch it on camera for you all. Darnang Library. Not sure what business that's supposed to be. Carvel Ice Cream. This is Kamcha Peruvian restaurant. So I'll be skipping over this part of Roosevelt Avenue and heading on to Woodside Avenue. It'll offer a different variation on the walk rather than the noisy underside of the 7 train. Woodside Avenue has a lot of different restaurants as well, which are very notable. Take a look at this suit of armor here. I just noticed it when I walked by. That's just so random. H Mart. It's an Asian mart. I think it's more Korean though. Here's Chase. A very grand building. Nice architecture, European. Don't know what building it used to be before, but it's still impressive. Sean Ogg's Irish Pub. Woodside Cafe, lunch and dinner, breakfast and brunch. This is the bus stop for the 61st Street Woodside station. Only 1 block north of here. You can get the number 7 train, both the local and express versions, as well as the Q70 select bus service to LaGuardia Airport and the Long Island Railroad. You can see it right there. The train's just pulling in now, although it's being obstructed by the tree leaves. These planes are just coming so close to me. The cuckoo's nest. And looks like something's going cuckoo with this business because I immediately noticed something. Under pedestrian by the Marshal, the New York City Marshal. Wow, something must have happened here where they got in trouble with the city of New York. Could be illegal activities, could be unpaid taxes, who knows? I've never personally been there myself, so I guess don't trust a restaurant with the name Cuckoo in it because something may go cuckoo. Now the elevation is getting more steep again, and just in time the rain is getting much harder as well. There's Pollo's Mario Restaurant, Hispanic restaurant. This is a residential complex, the Queens Landing. No, Landmark. I couldn't really see it through the trees. Those loud noises you heard earlier were from the Long Island Railroad trains. That one's not from the train, but from the airplane. I'm actually going to be crossing over the overpass for Long Island Railroad. Long Island Railroad has been in the news quite recently because of overgrown fences with their vegetation. Some of them even have poison ivy. Maybe that's poison ivy, I'm not sure. I just know the rhyme of leaves of 3, leave it be. I think that's enough to keep me out of trouble there. But here are the tracks for Long Island Railroad heading into Eastern Queens at 64th Street and Woodside Avenue. Wow, perfect timing, look at this. Alright everyone, the battery died, but here's a view of the Long Island Railroad again. And a plane, I couldn't find it, but it was there. Let's get going with this walk. This is the Stop and Deli. Looks like a grocery store. They also serve hot food as well. Laundromat and dry cleaners. This part of Woodside Avenue is all residential. I will get to the more commercial part of Woodside Avenue once I get closer to Broadway, and especially once I cross over the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway, which marks the border of Woodside with Elmhurst. This person has a very nice garden. Security cameras in use because you know you can't trust New Yorkers when they steal your vegetables. This happened to many people I know. Rude people will just go and pick your vegetables even though they didn't grow them personally, or your flowers. This is NHN Group, Inc. Looks like equipment rental. This building on the corner looks like it's new construction. And then you have the buildings across the street, which are all older buildings and multi-family properties with many apartments. There's a Latin American restaurant across the street, the Puerta del Sol. I know that means the door of the sun. Winfield Reformed Church. Very cute looking church, that's for sure. Nepalese and Himalayan food across the street at Red Panda Restaurant. Here's the border of Elmhurst with Woodside. I'm crossing into Elmhurst. This is the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway. Designed and built by very, very hard-working men. It was actually the mastermind landscape urban designer Robert Moses. This store should change its name to Elmhurst Liquors and Wine because it's not in Woodside. It's 1 block from the border. $0.99 discount store. Restaurant equipment supply store. Now we're getting to see more restaurants and food establishments. We have the Carne Sierra Bravo Mini Mart, a fish and halal meat market, new Great Wall Chinese restaurant, money transfer service, and a sign and media company. The main shops of Woodside Avenue, at least the restaurants, don't really start until 75th Street. PS 12 in Woodside, Queens. I keep saying Woodside, but I know it's Elmhurst. Then again, neighborhoods interlap so frequently that if you're like a few blocks within the boundaries of one neighborhood, sometimes the residents will like to associate themselves with the other neighborhood. Like I know in my neighborhood of Astoria, people don't want to be associated with Long Island City because it's more known historically as an industrial zone. And then a few blocks like to the east of Astoria in Elmhurst, in East Elmhurst rather, they refer to themselves as Upper Astoria or Upper Ditmars, which is one of the main streets that run through the area, Ditmars Boulevard. Even though the temperature isn't that warm, it is definitely humid out. It's been raining so much that the air is just soaking up all the water. Looks like this is a Christian preschool and kindergarten institution. This overpass, I believe, goes over the Amtrak Railroad. Neighborhood church across the street, Seventh-day Adventist Church. The sign says Jackson Heights though, so I guess people here are confused which neighborhood they want to associate themselves with. Elmhurst, Jackson Heights, or Woodside. Well, officially, Jackson Heights doesn't start until you cross over Roosevelt Avenue. That's the dividing line between Elmhurst and Jackson Heights. So there's a convenience store across the street. FDNY. A lot of nice homes here. Mixture between old and new construction. Lee's Laundromat across the street, and Maria's Deli and Grocery. So I passed over 75th Street. This is where the start of the many restaurants I told you about are. Looks like I may have to go all the way to 76th Street for that to happen. These homes are all attached homes. Probably built all at the same time. Grocery and discount store. They also associate themselves with Woodside instead of Elmhurst. So here's all the restaurants. Upi Jaya Indonesian restaurant. Woodside Kitchen, Chinese takeout, eat in and take out. An Asian supermarket, it just says Fresh Food Bazaar. Yamen Food Mart, the Teacup Cafe on the corner. This is a Japanese and Asian fusion restaurant, the Wasabi Point. This is Khao Kang. Not really sure how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. The Spicy Shallot Thai and Sushi Restaurant. Ayada Thai has very good Yelp reviews. This restaurant is rated. Here is Hug Isan, Thai Isan cuisine. Not exactly sure what Isan cuisine is, but it does sound very good. Maybe I'll just go over to the menu a little bit. You can see it. Looks very good. Especially the papaya salad. Looks like someone's been busy digging up the street here. Big pile of stones and concrete. Here's a Mexican restaurant as well as fruit juices, the Genesis restaurant. A lot of people playing basketball across the street in the basketball courts. The Elmhurst Beauty Salon is Korean owned. This is an auto sale and lease company. Another beauty salon. This one is Chinese. Liquors and wine. And a laundromat. This big, tall building in the distance is the Elmhurst Hospital Center. It's a city-owned hospital. You can get treated there no matter your financial situation. And now I've just reached the intersection of Woodside Avenue and Broadway, which is where Woodside Avenue ends. I will take a short walk down Broadway to the subway station and end the video there. What's up? Yeah, I do. My name's Action Kid.
Action Kid?
Yeah, check it out. It always seems that the children are more engaged. They want to know who is there. What's up? All right. Oh, it's one word. Okay. Yeah. A-C-T-I-O-N-K-I-D. That's it.
With no space?
Yeah, no space.
This one?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I do walks all around the city. All right. Say laundry across the street, Broadway, hardware, and houseware. As usual, Broadway and Elmhurst has a lot of traffic.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, listen. 41.
I did do a narrated walk of Elmhurst. You can check that video out. But Elmhurst definitely has a lot of culture, a lot of different places to eat. Aroma de Cafe. This entire block has really good restaurants. Everything from Thai to Indonesian, Chinese. There's another Thai restaurant, the Herbalist. A market, the Moo Thai food restaurant, it's really good. I see these subway grates have a lot of water pooled up underneath. Don't want to get caught up in that. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here. If you liked it, make sure to give me a thumbs up. It'll help the channel immensely, help promote it in YouTube search and other suggested videos. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video with all your friends so they can learn more about the area. And I hope to see you soon in the next video. Take care, everyone.